Greetings, my excellent friends. Welcome to what I believe will be the last stream of Return to Monkey Island. I think we're coming down on the tail end of that game, and I don't think we have 4 hours worth of game left. I think we have less than that. So, when we finish, look, depending on the time, we will transition into starting my next variety game, which I've been looking forward to, and I've got ready. It's a bit of a story about getting that game ready, but I'll tell it when we get to it. But we'll be playing the Hitman trilogy, completely blind as far as this game goes. As I say, introduced myself to the series by playing the previous games in my own time. So I have an idea of the vibe, but I do not have experience with these newer games. We'll start from the content in the first one and play as much of it as I'd like. I'm certainly going to play every mission. Part of me is wondering if I will 100% all the challenges of everything and do all that on stream if it's really good. We'll see. First, we need to finish Monkey Island. If you're watching this as a VOD, like as a saved VOD, I'm probably going to just highlight the Monkey Island part and then cut it off, and then I may highlight the Hitman part in a different video. So if you're watching this as part of the Monkey Island collection and you're like, oh, why is this 2 hours long? He's not playing another game. Yeah, no, it's because I cut it off because I'm, everything in its place. Just as a heads up to potential people of the future. I think High Priest watches them as VODs. I don't know. Where's the game? It's not in my last 5. Right. Yeah. When you right click on Steam and it'll give you shortcuts to the last 5 games you played. Generally speaking, that works because I usually have 14. I have Forza. I have whatever I'm playing in my spare time, and I have my variety game, and that's 4. But it's been shunted away because Hitman's 1, 2, and 3 are all in my last 5 recently played for reasons I'll talk about later. It was a pain. It was a pain to get everything sorted there. I ended up having to install all 3 of them, which is funny because the content for 1 and 2 is in your Hitman 3 installation, so I had 3 copies of Hitman 1 on my computer at one point, and 2 copies of Hitman 2. It was very annoying.
Do you remember where we were?
Huh. It didn't do this last time, did it?
Kind of. But remind me a little?
Okay. So the secret of Monkey Island was in a safe at the voodoo shop, and I was looking for the 5 golden keys that would open it. I had 4 of the 5. I wasn't sure where LeChuck or Captain Madison were, but I was sure they were up to something. Karina, the voodoo lady, had gone missing. Wally, too. I had incidentally become Queen of Bermuda. There was a lot to think about, but I was keeping my to-do list up to date, and the main thing was finding those golden keys.
Well, that's pretty cool. We just have an apocalyptic amount of shit. What have we used here? A lot of stuff has been kept past its usefulness, I think. Because surely we're done with the demon pepper. Surely we're done with the slime heads. Surely we're done with the Ixizzy sign. Man. What do we need to do? We need to get the museum's real flag, and I think that's it. Obviously we need to then, push that towards getting Bella Fisher's key, but we need to get this flag. And I'm not sure how to do it. He's locked it in the storeroom, and I don't believe we can find a serial number.
There's tiny writing. New serial numberless lock.
Yeah.
Any chance you'll have the real flag on display anytime soon?
Oh, no. Too valuable. It definitely stays in the storeroom.
Okay.
2 parrots. 2 parrots. Security's been beefed up. 2 parrots. 2 parrots. 2 parrots. 2 parrots.
That's interesting. It's the same line, but they got him to deliver it twice, and they've got different readings attached to each parrot.
Security's been beefed up. Or, I should say, parroted up.
Yeah, like, we can feed crackers and try to steal this, but...
Any chance you'll have the real flag on display anytime?
Oh, no.
He just takes it. Or rather, he doesn't take it. We've got the replica flag, but I don't think it works.
This replica flag doesn't quite fit. I need the real ones.
Yeah. So I think what it is we're, like, combining the holes.
That's 2 flags. I can see parts of the map through the holes. Maybe I need more flags.
I reckon if we have a third flag, one hole is common to all 3, and that's where we need to search.
I never affiliate with anyone who isn't prepared to drown me in money.
45 septendecillion 454 sextillion 545 quintessilion 454 quatuordecillion 545 tridecillion 454 duodecillion 545 undecillion 454 decillion 545 nonillion 454 octillion 545 septillion 454 sextillion 545 quintillion 454 quadrillion 545 trillion 454 4,545,454,545.
Thanks, Pazza. It would be faster if she just said 4545454545454545. Did I not ping Discord? Oh, your God, you're right. I didn't hit the enter. Well, I did hit the enter button. It just didn't. It locked up. There it is. Now. I always write the message in because, you know, it slows me down. It slows me down to write the message. So I write the message in before I'm getting ready, and then I just hit enter when I'm prepping. But yeah, it didn't happen. Because yeah, it takes about a good 20 seconds to come up with something to say and to put the link in and everything. So I always do that. Let me know when next game begins. So you want to be personally contacted when Hitman starts. Okay, fuck, Jesus, alright. I guess I do want you there. So yeah, we can feed the crackers and then unlock this. And if we don't feed the crackers and unlock it... No, I wonder about that because he put back when the other thing was in here. If we tried to open it with the parrots going off, he would put it in the store. Hang on.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. I like things neat. Gotta get these edges perfect.
You fucking idiot!
I'm not sure what I'm waiting for now. I'll just leave the replica flag in its place. Maybe you won't notice the real flag is missing.
Yeah, that's what the replica's for. How can you not tell that I'm walking right past you? Meanwhile...
It must have blown away. What am I going to do? I can't get Stan back here after that argument. If only I'd made copies right away. What was I thinking?
Did she lose the flyer? Wait, did we steal the flyer?
Now I'm right back where I started.
Excuse me? Are we interrupting?
No. Sorry. What can I do for you, gentlemen?
Also, I really love these two pirates. I recognized one of them, but I didn't recognize the other. It's Liam O'Brien and Sam Riegel. And I wonder how that casting decision happened, because those two are best friends in real life. And so it tickles me that they're playing a pair of pirates here.
We'd like to purchase some razor bombs.
We're running low and we want to prevent hair loss and trim excess belly fat.
You... Wait a minute. Where did you hear that name?
We read a flyer.
We heard supplies were limited.
The flyer! That's my mock-up. My one-of-a-kind, impossible-to-replace project-saving flyer! Do you have it? Please tell me you have it.
Ah, sorry. It, fell into the sea.
Fell into. Like it wasn't your fault.
Well, it wasn't my fault. It was yours.
Wait, I know. You could ask the nice blonde pirate for a flyer.
Blonde pirate?
He's the one who gave it to us. Oh, he sails around in the weirdest looking little ship.
Demon Dragon, did we ever confirm that Boy Brushes was Elaine's kid? Or is it really odd because by rights she should be castrating him for all of these crimes? Well, anyway, while our marriage crumbles without our knowledge, let's, Oh, can I not inventory from here? Hang on. No, I can actually, I just need to go to the ship. See Monkey 2. Monkey C, Monkey 2.
Hey, LeChuck, we're over here.
Murray, that's not helpful.
The holes of the 3 flags line up and show one exact location. I'll mark it with an X.
Yes, Elaine is very competent otherwise.
This is the worst job in the world.
Alright, Bella Fisher's secret fishing spot. Now, is this one going to be shallow?
Are we having fun yet?
See anything yet?
I tire of your prattle. Go back to your poop deck. Hey, LeChuck, we're over here.
Yeah, is it going to give me the same problem as before?
This is really deep. I've already been diving for 4 minutes. I've got to turn back now, or I won't be able to hold my breath long enough to return to the surface.
Get back to my ship right away. Oh no, it does keep us here. It lets us do something. What can we do, though? What do we have that's air? Demon pepper?
This is Chef Putra's demon pepper, made from the hottest peppers you can get.
Blowfish.
Tasting it is not a good idea.
Is the blowfish blown up? Yes! When did I do that? That's really... Okay, that's very lucky. I must have blown it up at one point. Because I was going to say, like, if the blowfish isn't blown up, we'll probably have to go back up there.
My lungs are full of delicious air again.
Ah, okay, nice. That was not intentional. There we go. So it's yeah. So the holding breath thing. It's not willpower. It's literally just he must just have very big lung capacity. You're not sure what game you've played that would make you instantly think blowfish to solve it? I don't think I would have come up with it very fast, but I think I would have come up with it as I, like, did an inventory troll, you know? When I got to blowfish, I'd be like, wait, no, yeah, you blow that up and then breathe it in. That's how they did that. It had a blowfish in the back. Did it? I was not looking at the sea. Because I'm super clever and observant. That must be Bella Fisher.
Looks like I've tracked you down. Really far down, actually.
Oh, she's got a chum thing. Can we...
Greetings, fellow chum. I have a story for you.
Oh my god. Ah!
The pirate hunter Morgan LaFlay had my first mate at sword point. And then, all of a sudden, my ship was swallowed by a huge lunker of a whale. A real chum-chomping line breaker, if ever there was one. Inside, it was like walking on soft cheese, with rivers of pea soup that stank like a landlubber's bait box. One false move, and you'd be wearing Jonah's overcoat, a layer of greasy phlegm as thick as day-old pancake batter. Then we stuck an umbrella jig head in the beastie's mouth and reeled it in from the inside.
She doesn't have much to say about it.
Ooh, it's beautiful.
The key!
It's shiny. That's the last key. Voodoo shop, here I come. It's not my fault. They shouldn't have stuck the key in there so hard. I'm not superstitious, but I've seen one too many angry ghosts. I better split.
Yeah, I think this might be a bit of a meta commentary on like unhealthy obsession with with treasures. Like, Guybrush is doing so much more damage in this game than he normally does, and it's very clearly deliberate, but not on Guybrush's part. Like, it's, you know. Meanwhile, what horrible thing is she going to learn about us now? Bermuda?
Threepwood has all the keys.
Okay, it's the bad guys.
That's right, Captain. Just recovered the last one.
Prepare to set sail for Melee Island immediately.
What about my spell? It's almost ready.
I'm sure I'll find some use for it later. I'm afraid I can't say the same for you, however.
Aw, you're betraying me? I'm the one who does that. But I do respect talent in other people.
It'd be very funny if
Are we
LeChuck
lying
died
in
off
wait
screen.
or just waiting?
Sail back to Melee right away! Like, oh boy. Oh no, that's how it was before, it's just that the chef's gone. Hello.
I'm closer than ever to finding the secret of Monkey Island.
I'm not any closer to caring about it.
It has some sea slime maybe, but still one of the most beautiful keys.
So, are we allowed to ignore it?
Oh, whoops, I walked right by it. The secret's... I don't have time to explore. The secret is within my grasp, but I'm not leaving until I have the secret in my own two hands.
God. I think you need a priority readjustment, Guybrush. The only thing that matters right now. Dude. Dude.
The moment of truth is at hand. I'd need a lot of keys to open that.
We have a lot of keys. Does it matter which key goes in which hole? Well, let's see what the secret is, I guess.
Wow. It's cheesier than I imagined.
Is that another fucking lock?
But still beautiful. Oh.
I'd maybe get out of the voodoo shop now.
Okay. I wasn't really thinking about the possibility of yet another lock. This seems like overkill. Well, there's no serial number. Maybe I can break it open.
You're gonna break your knife. You're gonna break your sledgehammer. You're gonna break your blowtorch. You're gonna break your teeth!
This is not a problem. I choose to see it as a puzzle.
Threepwood!
Ah!
Yeah, this is why you should have left the voodoo shop. Also, I guess he won.
LeChuck, my old nemesis. Here we are again. Looks like this story ends the way it was always destined to end, with just you and me and the secret.
Not quite.
I don't suppose it'll do me any good to point out that you're cheating again?
I've underestimated your resourcefulness, Threepwood. But force always wins in the end. You should try it sometime.
Good luck opening that. It's well made. I tried everything I could think of for a whole minute, and I didn't make a dent in it.
Of course not. The secret can only be revealed in a ceremonial chamber located deep within the bowels of Monkey Island.
That would have been nice to know ahead of time.
It pleases me to have you live with the knowledge of how close you were to having this before I took it from you. So, I've decided not to kill you right this minute. Outside that door, the deal is off.
What I find really fascinating is this whole entire game is just floating around the concept of The Secret of Monkey Island, but the actual game, The Secret of Monkey Island, the game that was called that, the first one, secret didn't really matter. The whole LeChuck setup there was he's a ghost pirate who wants to marry the governor. That's why he kidnapped her, so he could marry her. You're a guy who wants to be a pirate, and you're only going to Monkey Island because that nice lady that you met got kidnapped by the evil ghost, and you're the only one willing to go get her. Not that you're very good at that, but still, like, the secret wasn't really very much part of the story. Like, it was the name of the game. Maybe it got a mention or two, but nobody was motivated by the secret of Monkey Island at all. Now suddenly they are. Well, it used to be a big thing about how the secret of Monkey Island was never revealed. Like, that was the question that people in the real world used to ask Ron Gilbert. Like, what was the actual secret of Monkey Island? What were you building to? So that's why this game is so focused on it. It's fan commentary, if nothing else. But it's funny that suddenly they give more of a shit about this than they do about their original motivations. Well, Guybrush still likes Elaine. He's not motivated there because he's already got her, but LeChuck doesn't give a shit about Elaine anymore, and that's weird. That's weird. LeChuck makes less sense than Guybrush. Guybrush does make sense, LeChuck doesn't. Unless it's like he's been beaten by Guybrush so many times that he's lost track of what he originally wanted to begin with, and now he just wants to stick it to Guybrush. Doesn't give a fuck about the secret, but Guybrush does, so he does. I guess that works.
Don't even think about following me, and count to 100 before you leave the building.
100.
Guybrush! Whiteybones said she saw you come in. Are you all right?
No. I mean, yes, I'm fine.
Do you want to talk about it?
LeChuck has the secret, and he's headed for the bowels of Monkey Island.
It's also the fact that, like, as far as quests go, this one's a lot less justifiable. He's not saving anybody anymore. He's not a hero. He just wants a treasure. Like, who cares?
The caverns underneath the big monkey head?
There's no time to lose. Let's talk on the way.
The only stake is ego. Part 5, Beneath the Monkey Head.
That did seem like a better way to get here than making the potion. I'll definitely have to take notes next time.
Yes, I just hope it turns out to be worth all the effort.
And what way would that be? Elaine's way, that you skipped over?
Whatever. That was easy.
I'm not talking about the trip over. I mean all the work you've done leading up to it. Not to mention the trail of destruction you've left in your wake.
Of course. I'm a pirate. It's part of the lifestyle.
It can still be surprising when you encounter it in practice. Odina told me an exciting story about what happened on Bermuda. Apparently, you managed to destroy a priceless traditional artifact and the government of an entire island in 5 minutes flat. That's quite impressive. Even for you.
The crown was flimsy. It just fell apart.
Someone who was there described you as straining so hard she thought you might tear your own arm off. But maybe she was exaggerating. Odina also thinks you cheated on your algebra test and tried to poison her.
I was solving puzzles. These situations come up, and there's only one way to work things out.
Is there?
Incidentally, I think you might also be royalty now, since you're married to me.
I thought something felt different this morning. But I was talking about your freewheeling lifestyle. There's been some slight collateral damage to the environment. The mop tree. It was the last one left on Melee Island. And I have it on good authority that you had something to do with the earthquake as well.
We did?
But the earthquake was Captain Lila's fault. Nobody warned me it would happen. In retrospect, that was probably part of their plan. I can't always predict how these things will turn out.
Clearly not. Did you know the Museum of Pirate Lore has shut down?
You don't say.
2 of its prize exhibits went missing. Curiously, there was only one name in the guest book.
Herman Toothrot.
I used a pseudonym. How did you know it was me?
Mighty Pirate. It wasn't hard to figure out.
Doesn't everyone use that one?
Herman Toothrot is also a little upset with you.
Don't you mean your grandfather? Or is this like the strong retcon? Everything else, like we acknowledge Morgan Le Fay, we acknowledge Carlos cushy government job, we acknowledge everything, but we do not acknowledge Horatio T. Marley. That one's a bridge too far and a step beyond. Fair enough, fair enough. What about the giant monkey robot? Is that in the dust too?
Says you took his key and left him in a dark cave.
He was already in the dark cave when I found him. So, to be fair, no net impact overall.
Except for the key.
True, but he wasn't really using it.
Well, you'll be happy to know he made it out. I rescued him myself.
I am happy to know that. Thanks. Remind me why we're talking about all this?
It's just, I'm worried that the secret can't possibly measure up to the effort and anticipation.
God, she's not really holding us particularly accountable.
What exactly are you expecting to find?
Understanding of the secret and of bigger things. Who are we? Why are we here?
Well, be careful what you wish for. Here we go. Just like old times. Are you ready for the caverns?
I remember them. There are mushrooms. Big ones.
Oh, Guybrush. Even in the caverns, probably only 80% of those are deadly poison.
How about I remove your liver so you don't have to worry about it?
Well, well. You go on ahead, sweetie. I'll catch up.
Why do they skip the fights?
Elaine's buying me time by taking care of Flair. I should use it wisely.
Elaine will win.
I'll need a key to open these.
I don't have a key.
It's a bit late in the game for that. What? I'll need a key to open these.
Okay, maybe there's a key later.
Hey, Wally. How's it hanging?
Seriously, that's the joke you were going to use right now?
I'm trying out some new material.
Don't quit your day job.
Wally, what happened?
As if you don't know.
How did you end up here? I saw your office had been ransacked.
LeChuck came into the shop storming mad because he thought I gave him a mop map instead of a map to the secret.
Yeah, real head scratcher how that happened. Thanks for the C-map. That was really great, and I owe you for all the work you did for free.
Glad you liked it.
That mop map you made for me was a winner.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did make you a mop map. Wait! It's all starting to make sense now. Why is it that every time our paths cross, good old Wally is kidnapped or tormented or worse?
The mysteries of how the universe works may never be known. I wish I could get you out of those shackles.
You and me both.
Yeah, I'd love to stay and chat, but I've got to get the secret before LeChuck does.
Sure, run off. Wally will be fine.
Oh, God. Oh, dear.
Hey, Wally. I wish I could get you out of those shackles.
You and me both.
Yeah, I'd love to stay.
Sure.
Well, if we find a key, we'll come back. For now, he'll just have to hang out.
Flambe, you're awake.
Not for long. I'm just here to tell you that you are making a mistake. The Chuck's obsession consumes him like a frog swallowing a tarantula. You don't want to be there when he opens that chest.
Correct. I want to be there before he opens it.
Ugh, you two deserve each other.
Yeah, that's right. Run!
This is like the KOTOR 2 of Monkey Island. It is an absolute deconstruction. Contemplate certain lava death.
I can't really see down there too well. There's a lot of lava.
I'm kind of liking this turn. Just the... I don't know. I feel like there are a fair amount of people who would be annoyed by this, but it seems like a natural progression. Like, you fight your arch nemesis 6 times. By the 6th time, there's a sort of meta-awareness to it, maybe being a little bit stupid on both of your parts. I don't know what to do other than jump to certain lava deaths, so hopefully this does not game us over.
Okay, here goes.
That did not sound survivable.
LeChuck, I'm coming for you.
That's what he says in bed.
Damn you, Threepwood! I should have gotten rid of you the first 58 times I had the chance. You will never make it down here alive.
Just once, I want this to be easy. Only the organized pirate will pass.
Right. Well, there's this way and that way. Let's try this way. Pebble.
It looks like a piece of 8, but made of stone.
That's not very useful.
Yep, it's made of stone. I wonder if the parrot had anything to do with the eye.
That's a monkey? Further in?
I can relate.
Frustrated monkey?
Yep, it's made of stone.
Can we give these stones to the monkeys? No. This way?
I'm naming it Captain Squint.
Another stone coin. This way?
It looks proud to be a monkey.
Good for it. There's no stone here, though, just a jolly monkey. What the balls? Can we feed a cracker to the monkey with the parrot?
It's holding some crackers.
That trivia card. Which one? How many monkey statues are under the... We haven't found any trivia cards today. I'm thinking I might not. What I did read is that trivia cards carry on through playthroughs, so I'm not really stressed. I imagine that if I play this game again one day, which I will... Oh, what animal is featured on Bell? Ugh. It was a dog? So it was. I don't! I must have had to YOLO it for space. No, and I'm enjoying it, Neat Shrek. I hope they don't do that this time. Frustrated monkey. Looks like it's about to break something. Could we give you a weapon?
It's holding a knife. I'm naming it Captain Squint.
Squinting monkey should probably have like a telescope or something, but we don't have one of them. We do, however, have the double monocle.
It looks proud to be a monkey.
The jolly monkey could have a grog mug. Perfect.
LeChuck! The secret will never be yours!
I hate solving puzzles more than I hate Threepwood!
The secret will never be yours!
Ah! Threepwood, won't you ever give up and just go home?
Once is a coincidence, twice is suspicious. Only the observant pirate will pass.
Well, I'm fucked. Another coin. Cabin monkey.
Cheer up, little guy. You'll go far.
The first swab.
The clever eyes put this one above the rank and file. That's why I assume first swab. Those epaulets deserve a room of their own.
Captain Monkey Beard? Why do we have all these pieces of stone? It's only 3 this time, okay. The cabin monkey.
Cheer up, little guy. You'll go far.
Cabin monkey is sad. Do you want an onboarding pamphlet? No. Can give the statue pieces of 8.
Yep, it's made of stone.
First swab. Yeah, they all have chests, and they could all receive pieces of 8, but can they receive other things? Give the statue my last coin. Maybe it's maths. We have to give, like, the captain more money than the rest. But how much? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. So I guess we give the little box 1, this box 2, and the bigger box 3.
Those epaulets deserve a room of their own.
Yep. Still a pretty big inventory, even with some things taken away.
LeChuck, the secret is mine!
Ah.
You really do suck at puzzles, don't you?
How are you still alive?
You will never have the secret.
I will soon have my revenge.
Then you will forever be cursed.
And you will never escape.
You will vanish with no tails.
No, I will return.
The secret is mine!
Third time be a charm, Threepweed.
Where are the other 2 captains?
Next time, I keep my voice down.
Yeah, you gotta stop doing
Only the
that.
bloodthirsty pirate will pass.
That's not great.
There's no way I'm getting through there.
That was good, yeah. Feel sorry for the sad monkey.
It looks like its arm is hurt.
Well, for a bloodthirsty pirate, we don't want to heal the arm.
It looks like its arm is hurt. It looks like its leg is hurt. This is going to be a problem. This is going to be a problem.
Right.
There's no way I'm getting through there.
We need to be a bloodthirsty pirate. We need to make them bleed. I have no idea. There's not a lot that we can do with them. They've all got a drain underneath them. But there's nothing to click on or to interact with. Hint book, help. Oh, how do I get past the blocked stairway? Oh no, yeah, I get it. How might you treat monkey statues with injured limbs in a bloodthirsty way?
It looks like its leg is hurt.
Can I go get my knife? Yeah. You both had the same... Yeah. Demon Dragon and Gwambush both said the same thing. Can we get our knife back? Because the way up... It's still here. We can get everything back.
It's holding a mug.
Stab the statue. Look at the pamphlet? Why? Huh. When did this start happening? Well, we haven't done murder yet. Now this one's a problem. We can't just stab.
That didn't seem to do anything. This is going to be a problem.
Have to find another way to fill the drain.
I don't think bloodthirsty is meant to be taken literally. At least I hope not.
There. 1726.
Wow.
I mean, we've been down here before. Maybe not to this exact chamber, but... Why would it close? Captain Madison's hat.
So long, Captain Madison. Ugh, this is like one of those mystery stories where the person has so many enemies the detectives don't know where to start.
So yeah, Madison and Trent just disappeared. Lila's the only captain still around.
So long, Captain Madison.
Oh, is that... Her hat was on Lila's sword. That's weird. I thought Madison was meant to be the main one. Trent just vanished. I guess Flair beat him. They were in a fight. And then Flair showed up again and he didn't. That's weird. I guess they had a few too many characters, but huh.
I don't want to close any more possible escape routes.
Rotate the outer wheel, rotate the inner wheel, change the date. What the shit? That was what was out there. This is 1726. That has a sad-looking fellow with an eye patch. And that's a flat mouth. So are we looking... Get that, and then that. No? None of the others look like they have eye patches. Nothing else to click on.
I don't want to close any more possible escape routes.
There's a tablet. I mean, there's only 3 circles here. Change the date, inner wheel, outer wheel. Oh!
One of the stone slabs from the altar seems to have fallen off during the rumbling. There's some writing on it. After 4 extra years out at sea, their peg legs grew weak in the knees. 3 steps right, but 2 left, till they fell off the deck, and they met Davy Jones for some tea. After all I've been through, finding some limericks on a piece of stone sinking into the lava isn't all that strange. After 4 extra years out at sea, their peg legs grew weak in the knees. 3 steps right, but 2 left, till they fell off the deck, and they met Davy Jones for some tea.
After 4 extra years. I didn't do it either. This is weird. Yeah, use the etchings along with the limerick below the code wheel to solve it, but that's what I feel like I've already done. Like, I don't know where it's supposed to be, though. It said 3 right and 2 left. I don't know, I don't like this. Yeah, I mean, I've got that information. Hit the middle 4 times. Well, hitting it once gave us 4 years. Fine. Okay, then.
Huh? What? I was just deep in the mushroom and lava-ridden caves under Monkey Island, and now I'm... Oh no. Not yet.
This is gonna be some Ron Gilbert bullshit, isn't it? Read the sign.
Employees only.
Okay. Can we just leave?
Must have locked when I came out. It seems to be stuck closed. Score! Free popcorn. Score! Free popcorn.
Great. I just don't want meta bullshit that doesn't make any sense. You did it once, and you dug yourself out of it in the prologue, and I think I congratulate him for it, but please don't undo that goodwill. Please don't dig yourself back in a silly hole. Please find a way to end a story well. You managed it in 1990, I don't know why you've never managed to do it once since.
The windows are just pasted on, and they're not even straight.
Mm-hmm.
High Street, 20 feet. Hall of Pirates, 3-minute walk. Additional restrooms at Dinky Island.
Quit here! I can't! Oh, damn it. I said this the whole way through. I said this, like, I'm really enjoying this, but I don't trust him. I don't trust him not to just blow up his own good time, because he does this compulsively. He makes beautiful things and then sets them on fire, and I don't know what his problem is.
Glad you finally made it, kid.
What?
Stan?
It's closing time and everyone wants to go home.
Last chance to hand over the key, locksmith.
What do you mean it's closing time? I just got here.
No, I don't have time for this. I'm late for an important meeting. Take my keys and shut off all the lights before you leave. I'm not liable for anything that happens after closing time.
Guybrush, are you ready to go?
Last chance to hand over the key, locksmith.
So did you win your sword fight? How's business?
They'll have fishing lures just like yours. Aye, that was an absolute ripper. I hereby declare you the winner. Aye, that was an absolute ripper. I hereby declare you the winner.
Historic landmark, the original secret, a pirate adventure park, established 1989 by R. Gilbert. I'm not sure where I am all of a sudden.
You're right here with me. But we shouldn't stick around too long.
I was just underground on Monkey Island, and now we're on Melee?
Things just go by in a blur sometimes when you're having fun, don't they?
How'd it go with Flair?
Let's just say I made my point.
How did you get here before me?
You know I always try to stay a step ahead.
Have you done something new with your hair?
It got ruffled in the fight.
I like it. I'm gonna look around some more.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers. You gotta get me out of here. I blame the government. You gotta get me out of here.
Dang, Stan makes LeChuck better every time.
The secret is mine.
Each time I come here, Stan really ups the challenge. But it's still LeChuck 0, Guybrush Threepwood 6.
The secret is mine.
Nice twist adding in Madison, Trent, and Lila. The team-up had me fooled for a while.
The secret is mine.
Well, back to my boring flooring inspector job. Until next time. Well, back to my until next time. Yeah, I should have suspected Stan's involvement the minute I saw how cheap and gaudy this is. Dagnabbit, it's locked. If only there was a key. What a stroke of luck. The locksmith had the key all along. That was disappointingly easy. I wonder what's going on. Interesting. I found the secret of Monkey Island, and all it was this stupid t-shirt.
Okay, that's funny. But the rest of this is not okay! I would be alright with the chest opening to find a t-shirt. That would be really funny and a nice callback to the original game. But what is this? Why is this? How is this?
It's empty. The switch is locked.
Well, he gave us a unlock and, yeah, Sans key ring. Good God.
I found the secret of Monkey Island, and all it was this stupid t-shirt.
No, but you see, Guybrush should wear the t-shirt. We should get, like, a different character model for him with that. Yep. That is a thing that happened. Let's go, I guess.
I'm ready to go.
Good. Me too.
Dad, that was a silly ending, and it didn't even make any sense. You're terrible at endings.
No, see, this makes it worse. This makes it intentional.
I thought you liked silly endings.
No! Sorry, controlling myself.
You and Chucky play the ending of Monkey Island 2 really silly.
Oh, you don't get to blame someone else for this. You don't get to blame an imaginary child for your failings. I hope he never sees this. This is from being really mean here. Artistic vision is your own personal choice, and you are free to make terrible endings for the rest of your days. But, God, I don't think I'm going to play his next work.
That's different. We're kids, and we're just goofing around. You're the one who said you can't just change things. You said that's not how storytelling works.
I did?
I want to know the secret. You have to tell me what you really found in the chest.
The chest was filled with gems, rubies, and gold. The secret was really the friends we made along the way. Your mother was right, it's better not to know. What? What does that imply? The secret was a chest full of dildos. I wasn't making anything up, that was what really happened, and there isn't any one answer to what the secret is. You can't really say you've enjoyed any of the Monkey Island endings. Well, I haven't enjoyed their gameplay, because most Monkey Island endings involved a really annoying timed puzzle fight with LeChuck. So no, I hated all of that. But I didn't mind the story of the ending of Monkey Islands 1, 3, or 5. 4 was silly, but it wasn't meta silly. 4 was just jump the shark silly. So I can respect that more than I can respect... I don't like endings that take what you've just experienced and cheapen it. I don't like endings that try to convince you that what you've done wasn't real. Obviously it wasn't, it was fiction, but when the fiction itself goes to an extra length to deny its own internal veracity, I get tired of that. I mean, don't know that it's that common. I just find it really... You don't escape into fantasy worlds to get reminded that they're fake. That is jaded and cynical. What do we want to see here? Or rather, what do we want to say here? I don't know. This feels like something that's going to, like, affect what he tells Boybrush. This feels important. We could go with the friends you made along the way. That might be interesting to see how Guybrush contextualizes that. Like, gems, rubies, and gold seems pretty straightforward. Better not to know seems like a disappointment waiting to happen. I'm definitely not picking option 4, and option 5 seems like it's going to be wishy-washy. Let's be cheesy. Let's say the friends we made along the way. See how much they after school special that.
The secret was really the friends we made along the way. Stories are mainly the middle part, after all, and that's where most of the good stuff is.
That sounds like one of those stupid grown-up answers.
Yeah, if you never watched Breaking Bad, some things end tremendously.
Mom! Dad won't tell me what the secret is!
Are you filling our son's head with your outlandish stories again?
I was telling him the one about how we found the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that one. Every time you tell that story, the ending gets stranger and stranger. Let's go down to the docks and watch the galleon head out.
Yay!
I found the lost map to the treasure of Maya Island. It's going to be a fun adventure.
I'll meet you down there.
Did Guybrush and Elaine really ever go on an adventure together? Because all of the games featured him on his own, with Elaine popping in and out. Monkey Island, created and ruined by Ron Gilbert. No, at least they call their own company terrible. That's... I'm being too mean. It was a very good game. I just wish he didn't have this tendency. I just really do. Where did LeChuck go? We didn't even kill him. He just... This is the same thing that happened in 2. LeChuck wasn't defeated. It's the only other game where LeChuck wasn't defeated. That is a difference. In 4, the ending was silly and stupid, but hey, LeChuck blew up. It's good enough, right? He walked through a door, and then we saw a cardboard cutout of him, and that's it. What happened to Captain Lila? What happened to the voodoo lady? Remember when we started, in the recap, Guybrush said, Karina, the voodoo lady, went missing. And Wally! We never freed Wally! Maybe one of those... Maybe if we got the key from Stan, we could go all the way back up and free Wally. Maybe that's the true ending. Maybe that's the mistake I made. I needed to use the key, not on the chest, but to go all the way back up to Wally and free him. I don't know. That would be cool. Too late to find out now. God. Yeah, I mean, was still good. It was still good. It was still good. I guess I'm depressed because we didn't play much of it today. Like, we had, like, an hour, so most of what we did today was just the bad part. No, you're right. Yeah, you can't climb back up. It's quite clear that he did not have a good ending in mind. Yes, and so... maybe you should have waited until you'd found one to make this game. Jess Harnell as LeChuck. He tried. Couldn't quite manage it, but he tried. Good actor, good performance, just, you know, it's not LeChuck. Jennifer Hale was Queen Odina. That is cool. Yeah, Matt Mercer was Cobb, like I thought. Sam Riegel's name is spelt wrong. God, they do that a lot. I wonder if he gets sick of that. I have seen Sam Riegel get the wrong credit. Like 5 times, 5 different games. Grafter, you literally only caught the bad parts. Wow. Did you know there was an entire good game in the middle of all that misery? Yeah, I honestly do recommend this, especially for you, because you've seen everything that this game has to disappoint you with. Like, the prologue is garbage, and then there's a wonderful pirate adventure for about 10 hours, and then there's a terrible, terrible, terrible end. And that's why I can't, you know, condemn it. But like that guy in the chat who said quit now, fair. Maybe I should've. Which ending did I dislike more, this or Xenos? Well, it's hard to say because I was kind of prepared for both of them. But I think I got a lot more emotional at Xenos. If you'll remember, the reason why I got very emotional at the Xenos stuff from Endwalker was not because of what it was because of the fact that it almost convinced me that they weren't going to do it that way. Or that they were going to make it optional. Like, I was ready to absorb a crap ending, and then they said, hey, you don't have to do this. And I was, like, really happy. And then it turned out that saying we don't have to do this was fake. And that you did. And then I got very, very embarrassingly angry for a bit. Which is not something I like to do. But that's because I was tricked, and I don't like being tricked. Really don't like being tricked. Anyway, this game did not really trick me because I could expect it. I wasn't expecting exactly what it was, but, like... yeah, I reckon if I were playing Monkey Island 2 in the 90s and I were an adult in the 90s, I would have been very angry at that ending, because that would have felt like an out-of-nowhere trick. But this one, at least, you have a reputation that has been built on the backs of this bullshit. Not even just Monkey Island 2. Thankfully, he also made a game in 2017 called Thimbleweed Park that had an awful ending as well. So it's like, hey, just as a reminder... guy doesn't stick landings well, and that's okay. Like I said, I'm not trying to beat him up. I just... Time investment? Well, you say that, but, like, maybe in terms of raw hours, but I have a lot more, like, long time investment in Monkey Island, because I first played that series when I was, like, 10 or something. 8, 9, PS2 era when I played Escape. So I've been a Monkey Island fan for longer than I've been a Final Fantasy fan, and Final Fantasy XIV specifically, which I wouldn't say time investment in earlier Final Fantasy titles translates to 14. So yeah, raw hours, 14 is a much bigger game, but if we want to talk time investment in terms of how long these characters have been in my head, I don't know that that holds up. But 14 tells a serious story with funny parts. Monkey Island has always been a comedy story where silly things happen and there aren't a great amount of stakes. So that's a difference too. I don't give a damn about a bad Monkey Island ending in the grand scheme of the franchise. If they made another game and did another take in another 10 years or 20 years, I'd play it. I'd hope it was helmed by a different person, though. Because, yeah, I quite enjoy Tales, I quite enjoy Curse. Neither of those had Ron Gilbert involvement beyond, I think, consultation for Tales. I think Escape is a bad game, but I like it for nostalgia and the bias that comes from something being your first and having played it when you were a kid. So yeah, I had a lot of fun. I had more fun than I did frustration. Obviously, I had no frustration with the earlier ones because I already knew how they went. But it's just sad to end on quite possibly the worst bit. And that's why it's frustrating too, because it's endings that he gets wrong. If it was some other aspect that he got wrong, you'd at least be able to grin, bear it, and then move on to the next thing. But because it's the last thing, it's the taste that lingers in your mouth. It's just a shame. But it was very good. The journey was very good. And there's that philosophical question: if the ending is crap but the journey is great, is the journey ruined? Or as I like to call it, the Mass Effect 3 problem. And I have always said that no, it should not be. It can be cheapened, but it should not be ruined. You can't have a bunch of fun and then pretend you didn't, because at one point the fun stopped. At least I don't. I can see myself playing this again, I just don't know that I'd play that last section. I maybe would literally stop at going through the door. You used to say the journey is the most important part, but Star Wars Episode 9 shook you. Yeah, it says something about the quality of the journey, though. If the ending is bad, you then look back upon the journey and analyze how much fun and how good it really was. And sometimes the conclusion is, it wasn't actually that good. Other times the conclusion is, no, I had a lot of fun here, it's just didn't end well. Ah, it went idle, hadn't moved in a while. I'm giving this full credits. I'm enduring the full credits. So where are we? We're at an hour and a half. Yeah, we're definitely going to start and get into Hitman. Absolutely. Was that the friends we made along the way?
Hey, want to see my Mighty Pirate scrapbook? Ever since I was a kid, in the old...
So is Return going to be in
The
here
actual return to Monkey Island was not what I expected. These are from... then there was the time I accidentally let loose... Oh, here's that voodoo doll from the end of my Big Whoop adventure. These are from the time I found the secret of Monkey Island. I started my voyage at the Scum Bar, but right away I could tell it wasn't going to be like old times. In some quarters, my reputation was a disadvantage. I learned more than I ever wanted to know about mops. The new pirate leaders were focused on sacking and pillaging. But plunder stats aren't everything. I made the unusual decision to join LeChuck's crew as a way to get to Monkey Island. I grew to like the crew. These are from the time I found... Serving on LeChuck's ship was an interesting experience. I grew to like the crew. I forgot all about looking like a zombie and starting a mutiny and seizing the ship. My disguise held up great, right up until we were nearing Monkey Island, when it, well, there was a failure. Gullet was my supervisor. Not a very pleasant guy. Putre was really happy when I got her promoted to chef. I got thrown off the ship, but that was okay. I'd gotten as far as I needed to. The actual return to Monkey Island was not what I expected.
You're telling me?
We all thought the secret would be on the island somewhere. Everybody had a map, some more useful than others. I learned some deeply personal things about my nemesis, LeChuck. Elaine and I rebuilt my old ship, the Sea Monkey, so we could sail back to Melee. The temporary pact I made with my enemies turned out to be about 5 minutes more temporary than I had hoped. It was a race to get to the secret first. LeChuck teamed up with Madison, but that was never going to last. Madison was scheming to betray LeChuck. Lila was scheming to betray Madison and LeChuck. I'm not sure Trent ever thought very far ahead. Whitey Bones told me all about the Golden Keys. Elaine had a lot on her plate, but she was with me in the end. Carla handled earthquake relief as best she could under the circumstances. I broke Stan out of prison. While he was kidnapped, the voodoo lady disappeared. I unseated the reigning queen to become the last queen of Bermuda. I visited Herman Toothrot in his cozy hermit cave. I hunted down all 5 golden keys. I wonder if I was supposed to keep these. I managed to recover the secret, but then LeChuck stole it and took it back to Monkey Island to open it. We chased LeChuck back to Monkey Island again, and I tracked him down. Someone had devised a series of themed pirate monkey puzzles to keep out the unworthy. Elaine held off Flair Gory while I went into the monkey. I made this mock-up of the final puzzle. I think it's pretty neat. I found Wally. Oh shoot. I wonder when this fell out. Wait, what's this?
June 18, 2020. Development won't start for another month or so, but we've been thinking about this for a while. It seems like a good time to jot down a few thoughts and then stash them away as a sort of time capsule message to our future selves about what we're setting out to do with Return to Monkey Island. Who knows? We might learn something. Monkey Island has historically been a reflection of the lives of the people who made the games. The secret of Monkey Island was about a young person setting out to pursue an exciting new career. As designers in our 20s, that is what we all were. The sequel, LeChuck's Revenge, was in many ways about the difficulties of making a sequel, or at least about what one does immediately after something that felt like a great success but which went unnoticed by most of the world at large. Many years, 20, later, after Guybrush had gone on a couple of adventures with other teams who had their own hopes and challenges, we set out to make Tales of Monkey Island, a story about trust. And it is. But what jumps out most for us is that it feels like a story about grown-ups. Because that's what we were. Many of us in our 40s by then, with children and lives and a lumpy encrusted layer of experience. We are well into our 50s now. We've had lengthy careers, we've made a lot of games, but Monkey Island still defines us to a certain degree, or at least in the minds of many, we are those guys who made that game a long time ago. And it feels like there is some unfinished business there. When the opportunity arose to come back to Monkey Island, we were pretty much on the same page as to what we wanted to do. Guybrush, like us, is older now, and he's had a long and reasonably successful career, but he is mostly associated with something that happened a long time ago, and that feels unfinished to him. The game is a goofy pirate adventure, the same as always, but also it's a story about trying to recapture the past, with all its alleged youthful strength and glory. Guybrush will both succeed and fail at this. He will sort of get what he wants, but it won't be what he expected. I predict the same for us. P.S. Don't fuck up the ending, you guys. Note to self, get more paper for the rest of my adventures. I like most of it. I'm not saying I needed a definitive, exciting answer to what the secret was. In fact, I don't think you can do that. I think an attempt to take the secret seriously would have been a misstep, and I'm glad they didn't do that. But I'm also not glad with what they did. Like, imagine if you get to the chest, you defeat LeChuck, you push him into the lava or something, and then the chest opens, and then you cut to Boybrush, and he's like, well, what was in it? And Guybrush just doesn't tell him. I would have liked that, because it wouldn't have tried to break the reality rules. I just don't like the weird. Oh, no, that's true. Yeah, the t-shirt. Yeah, if he opened it and he said it was a t-shirt. Yeah, like, just, you know, you finally open it and it's a t-shirt and you smash cut to credits. There were the makings of a good ending in what they did. They just didn't. They just went. Oh god, it's so mixed. I don't know what to say. $12.5 hours. Guybrush wearing the shirt on the bench. Yes. He opens his jacket. Like, you make the storytelling Guybrush model noticeably different in that he's wearing a closed coat. And then in that epilogue, he opens the coat. And you see that he has owned this shirt ever since and just never wore it in front of his kid. That. Oh, see, we fixed it. There are a lot of achievements I did not get. Pegleg fulfilled your restroom obligations. Lucky Duck shared your luck. Bragging told everyone on Melee Island that you are looking for the secret. 14 out of 15. There's one person on Melee Island I did not talk to about that. Neat Freak listed every mess on the first swabs report. 5 out of 8. Tight Ship decked out the Sea Monkey 2 with spooky skulls. Patient Citizen waited patiently to see Carla. Promise Keeper did Gullet a favor. Flag Facsimile performed the old switcheroo with the replica flag. I thought I did do that. And Free Wally rescued Wally from Monkey Island. There's also achievements for answering 75 and 100 trivia questions correctly. I only got 62. And Speedrunner for playing the game in 2 hours or less. I suppose it's actually quite an easy game to speedrun. That's probably not a hard achievement, because all you need to do is skip every piece of dialogue and have a guide open, or memorize what to do. Yeah, you could absolutely just hammer your way through it. I've seen adventure games with that sort of achievement before, and it's the sort of game where I don't mind that. Like, there's an achievement for Kingdom Hearts 1 that's play the whole game in 15 hours, and I cannot imagine ever wanting to do that. Holy shit. I would be so terrified to have a clock tied to something that long. And then there's 8 hidden achievements. Presumably Heliokami. Let me see if people have unlocked it. Unless it's one of those, like, there was a game I played once that actually has an unachievable achievement. That 0.0% of people have. And it made a lot of people very angry, because if you're the sort of person who wants perfect Steam library achievement scores, this achievement literally makes that impossible. I don't want to say the name of the game, because the achievement in question, the impossible achievement, it's technically spoiler prevention, because there were a category of achievements for finishing the game with certain characters, and there was one character who unavoidably dies and you can't. But they put an achievement for them too, to make it look not so obvious that something was up. If you look up like rarest achievements, you'll probably usually find that one listed, because I think it's the only achievement that's been noted to be completely impossible and that literally no one has. The rarest achievement is actually Speedrunner, 1.1%. Free Wally is 2.1% of players. I don't know. Looking at the, because you can actually see the secret achievements' names, you just can't see their description if you look at it from this menu. Cog Island, Mop Top, Deep Sea Diver, Ahoy There, On the Lam, Relief Pitcher, Hot Headed, and I Don't Believe. I could look those up on the internet to find out what they mean, but yeah. Those are the 8 hidden achievements that I did not get. Well, I need to be careful as I swap to this category. But yes, that's Monkey. That's Return to Monkey Island. If I'm clever, I will mark this spot. I'll go back to Big Face to be like, here is where I end the VOD highlight for Return to Monkey Island before I start playing Hitman. Goodbye, people who are watching the Monkey Island series VOD highlight. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, that's it. Future people, see ya.